I think like some people, when I heard about the NBA illegal gambling activity, it wasn't so much about the players involved. It wasn't even so much about the stakes involved. It was the fact that the mafia names here in Genovese, Bonanno. So I want to say it was about 35 plus years ago. I bought all those books, Lucky Luciano. I read about him and all that, and Meyer Lansky, and I saw Bugsy, all that. So I heard all that. And when you Castellano, you remember the whole thing with John Gotti and all that, and you know Sammy the Bull, and I watched Michael Francesi. So you know these names. But when I heard the FBI, when they mentioned those names and those families again, you talk about having like a flashback. You talking about like. But I always knew it never ended. Oh, I had some turkeys try to tell me about the Rock and Hall of Fame that the mobsters ain't running stuff. I'm like, will you stop with this nonsense? All this streaming ain't nothing but a mob cover up. So what happened was the illegal poker is that they had dummy cars, they had it all fixed and rigged. Well, if you look at sports, you be wondering stuff gets fixed, guys sit out, load management is a code word, you know. NFL to spreads. When you talk about it, like I said before, nothing would shock or surprise me if the stuff has always been fixed because Jimmy the Greek Snyder used to be on NFL Today on CBS with Irv Cross and Brett Musburger, Phyllis George, and Jane Kennedy before she was Overton. And anyway, he was a known bookie. They had a known bookie. And it wasn't until he made his remarks about black athletes that they fired him. But remember, he was a known bookie. So how you got a known bookie on your shows? Well, it was kind of evident. We can look at a lot of sporting events and we see Winter Olympic Games and the scores and the judges look suspect. You'd be wondering, are y'all wearing Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles glasses or Ronnie Millsap glasses? We've seen things. We've seen alleged voting, referees at games, stuff being fixed. We can't act like we shocked. I think that the romanticism of the mafia, which we still love Goodfellas, stop lying, we do. We still love it. Good, the Godfathers, we love them all. We love all that. We like Miller's Crossing too. We like Casino, all right. We like anything that takes us to that dark, gory, and what they were doing over there. We liked all that. We watched all that. You know, we wanted something. The Made Man. We like Carlito's Way. We wanted all that. We wanted the Scarface love. We wanted all that. Donnie Brasco. We wanted all that. So don't act like you don't. It's just that what was shocking or surprising is hearing those names being mentioned. The names called on the illegal gambling thing is what blew my wig up. And I have all my natural hair, by the way. But I had a Don King epiphany moment. I swear my hair went up like an electric socket. Because Genovese, Banano, I was like, wow, those names, to hear those names, which just goes to show they've been planting in the weeds. I believe that they're behind the whole, when I watched the industry, when Snoop Dogg was talking about you got to do 1 billion streams to get certain money. Well, that's because that's mafia related, just like the RRA and all that stuff, those plaques. All that stuff is fixed. Nielsen rate, all that stuff. Someone buying in, you know, you just sense it, Don't let it fool you with the media when they bust old mobster bosses who are in retirement homes and they 80, 70, 80 years old, barely walking. I'm a fun to believe that that's what's funding Trump's situation because, ethics would say you locked him up, but there is some undercurrent that's definitely protecting him. And he, the families, it's just like kind of like, look, when you hear La Costa Nostra, you're like, wow, what year am I in? See, if this was 1975 or 85 or Paul Castellano or 95, maybe '05, you don't expect to hit it in 2025. You hear La Costa Nostra, you know exactly what's up. You know who's running these games and the things that you see. So you can almost put an asterisk. If they're gonna put an asterisk and act funny about Barry Bonds being a Hall of Fame, they need to put an asterisk upon everything. Because we might not be seeing what we actually seeing. And I'm keeping it 100. Oh, the rig is on. It ain't just TV wrestling. And for the FYI, Vince McMahon's wife does work for Donald J. Trump, by the way. And you know TV wrestling is fake too. But anyway, what else is fake? TV shows, the fake award shows, stuff be rigged left and right. Think about it. Makes you look at things a lot different. And I remember Barry White once said a long time ago, don't believe everything you see on TV. A lot of stuff is fake. So hearing those Mafia names called out during the NBA bust was more like, wow, that was a revelation more than anything than the names that were actually being alleged. Chauncey Billups' thing is crazy because did he have those CNI glasses that he could see the cars? I mean, that's what they're saying. So if they doing stuff like that, what else are they? And of course, they own the game. They pay you more money on the front than you get your check. Keep it 100. It's more to come with this. But keep in mind, we still want the Epstein files, but maybe the Epstein files is tied. This is what they can do. They can make stuff go away if they want to. Learn your history. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for nothing shit. If you like, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. And maybe that's why, P.S., why Trump brought back Columbus Day. Think about it. Mobster to mobster to take over. I'm out.